All right, we're going to take a look at price predictions from both Grok and ChatGPT around Algorand, kind of see what their prediction models can tell us about a potential price peak sometime later in 2025 or potentially in 2026. So Algorand's decentralized blockchain designed to support fast, secure, and scalable applications. It was founded in 2017 by Silvio Micali. He's an MIT professor and Turing Award-winning cryptographer. The project officially launched back in 2019, June of 2019. They use proof of stake, which allows for quick finality and low transaction fees. But unlike traditional proof of stake systems, their proof of stake randomly selects validators from all token holders, increasing decentralization and energy efficiency. So that's just a little bit about Algorand. Of course, the ticker is ALGO. Total supply is 10 billion tokens. Current circulating supply is only around 8 billion, so still have some token unlocks to happen. And then just kind of looking at the previous all-time high is about $3.28, and that was in June of 2019. So that was actually like right at the launch. So I guess a more accurate kind of all-time high post-launch would be about $2.38. Kind of some key historical highlights. In 2020 and 2021, they kind of expanded into decentralized finance, into DeFi, and into NFT infrastructure. In 2021, El Salvador announced Algorand would be used in its blockchain infrastructure. On into 2022, 2023, they continue to grow in enterprise partnerships, focused on quite a few green initiatives and emphasized their carbon negative status. And currently, like 2024, 2025, they've focused or they've shifted their focus more towards like real world asset tokenization and cross-border payments. So that's kind of just a quick kind of happenings with what's going on with Algorand. But I want to take this prompt and see what Grok will tell us. So kind of the prompt that we're going to work with is, based on historical price data, market sentiment, and technical indicators, including RSI, MACD, moving averages, provide a hypothetical price range or a peak price for Algorand by the end of 2025 or 2026. Include bullish and bearish scenarios and explain the factors influencing your analysis. So let's see what Grok comes up with. And of course, like these large language models, they aggregate data from market sentiment, from online articles, from historical price data anyways. So it's not predictive, of course. It's just giving us kind of a general consensus of what the internet is thinking. You can see they kind of link to different articles here, but so it's kind of crunching some data. I'm obviously not going to read all of this. It's looking at the RSI, it's looking at the moving averages, the MACD, historical price data, showing again that peak, the previous peak of $3.28. Kind of talking about bullish sentiment here. So post on X highlight optimism, with some X users having predictions of ALGO reaching $4.50, even up to $13. But this is more kind of their boiled down sentiment here. So let's see. We're going to run right to the conclusions actually, because they're typing a lot out here. But so hypothetical price range for ALGO, if things are bullish, would be between 25 cents and 89 cents. Potential peak of $2. A bearish take would be 15 cents to 33 cents with a peak of 21 cents. 2026 hypothetical price range, claiming it could be 30 cents up to $1.93. Bearish would be between 14 cents and 45 cents, peak of 25 cents. So monitor key resistance, and this is its recommendation. Monitor key resistance and support levels alongside RSI and MACD for short-term trends, of course, and then also giving its disclaimer. So looks like Grok is, bullish sentiment, saying that we could reach a peak of $2, which wouldn't even break the previous all-time high. So that's what Grok's saying. Let's take the same prompt and ask on ChatGPT. All right, so we got some of that same data coming through of the previous all-time high, the $3.28. Displaying the data much more clearly, easier to read here. So a bullish scenario in 2025 and 2026 gives a price target of 80 cents up to $1.50. Also recommends kind of the peak timing, looking at Q4 or through to Q2 of 2026. Some potential catalysts that would have to potentially happen for this price would be, Bitcoin exceeding 100K, which already has, but then that also leading to a strong altcoin season, some potential major partnership announcements, improved tokenomics, etc. And then their bearish scenario is calling for a price target of between 7 cents and 12 cents, so pretty low considering that Algorand is currently sitting at about 30 cents. So let's see. Oh, there's a neutral or potentially moderate scenario, the kind of the level-headed scenario, calling for a price range of 30 cents to 60 cents. So again, it's currently at 30 cents, so this would be a 2x just from where it's at now. Kind of a visual forecast chart here, showing the neutral prediction up to the bullish peak prediction. Final thoughts: Algorand's long-term viability depends heavily on real-world adoption, tokenomics, and renewed ecosystem engagement. If macro and crypto tailwinds align, $1 plus is realistic in a bull market, but a sub 15 cents price floor remains likely in a bearish environment or if it fails to reignite investor interest. So comparing these two predictions from Grok and from ChatGPT, they're pretty similar. I mean, it looks like Grok was predicting a little bit of a higher peak with $1.93 or up to $2, with ChatGPT calling for, in a bullish scenario up to about $1.50. So that's the bullish take. The neutral takes 50 cents. So not super bullish takes from Grok or from ChatGPT here. Let's ask it what $1,000 investment at current price given the potential peak. Just kind of see what $1,000 investment right now would look like if it were to hit these peaks, according to ChatGPT. All right, so in a bearish scenario, potential loss would be $533. Your $1,000 would turn into $466. Neutral take, some of the neutral price predictions, if you invested $1,000 right now, would be to about triple your money, $3,000. And then bullish would be to 10x. So that's what a potential $1,000 investment in Algo might look like according to ChatGPT. So of course, like I said earlier, this is not predictive. This is all incredibly speculative, just kind of wanting to see what these large language models might say about Algorand and its future if we do see that alt season that some people are claiming might be headed this way. So again, do your own research. This is not financial advice. But play around. You can play around with Grok, play around with ChatGPT, see if you get anything different. If you do, let me know. And let me know your price predictions in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.